Well, Rosie's Gaming Emporium is now open in Vinton.
A lot of excitement surrounding this. It features 150 historical horse racing machines, simulcast horse racing, a restaurant and bar, and a gift shop.
10 News reporter Arisha Jones is live out at Rosie's tonight. She's inside that new business in Vinton, getting a look inside and giving us a tour. Arisha?
Well, John and Brittany, the plays range from 20 cents to $15. All you have to do is put your money card, or your cash inside the machine. Then you need to pick your 3 races. Then you hit spin and see if you win.
It was almost a non-stop stream of people coming into Rosie's once the doors opened to the public.
I didn't have too long of a wait before getting in.
Pat Green from Bedford is ready to try her luck.
And it's good to have somewhere close to home that I can travel to on my own without doing bus trips.
She played a few dollar machines and plans to stay as long as it takes.
Flexible, 2 to 3 hours. If I win, I'll be here longer.
Bill Callahan is also looking to win some big money.
Everybody's looking for that, right?
He and his wife are still trying to familiarize themselves with the machines.
It's interesting. It's all chance.
The games work by people betting on a database of thousands of historical horse races.
Try to get lucky and win me some money. Bills, I got to pay.
Duke Brown has his own playing strategy.
I'm trying to wait and see who's sitting in the seat the longest. Then I'm going to get up. If they get up, then I'm going to get in that seat.
But he also has a limit.
100, then I'm out. But if I get anything before, I'm out.
People will also be able to watch and bet on live horse races in the Commonwealth and around the country.
So this area seems to be the winner's circle. A man actually won the jackpot using this machine last night during a preview event. Live in Vinton, Arisha Jones, 10 News, working for you.